What gift did your partner give you that left everyone in the room shocked? Terry and I dated for almost 3 years. We met through mutual friends at a concert and clicked immediately. In October, we celebrated my birthday at my favorite restaurant. Terry gave me a beautiful bracelet I'd admired months earlier. The thoughtfulness of remembering something I'd pointed out in passing touched me deeply. That night, he talked about taking our relationship to the next level soon. November brought Thanksgiving with his family. His mother pulled me aside to say how happy she was that Terry had found someone who balanced him so well. His brother Joel mentioned that Terry had been asking about family heirlooms recently, with a meaningful wink in my direction. I tried not to read too much into it, but hope bloomed. December was busy with holiday parties and year-end work for both of us. Terry seemed stressed but would occasionally become mysteriously cheerful and secretive. When I asked what he was smiling about, he'd say, "Just thinking about the future." I assumed he was planning something special for the holidays. At Christmas party, Terry introduced me proudly to his colleagues, keeping his arm around me all evening. His friend mentioned how Terry spoke about me constantly at work. Everything pointed to a man deeply in love, perhaps preparing for a significant step forward. January brought a minor argument about a weekend trip with his college friends that he'd forgotten to mention until the last minute. I was disappointed about our canceled plans, but understood the importance of maintaining friendships. He apologized sincerely and promised to make it up to me. After that weekend, Terry seemed particularly attentive. He suggested Valentine's Day dinner at Bellini's, an upscale restaurant downtown that required reservations months in advance. Somehow he'd secured a table. He asked me to wear the red dress he loved, saying he wanted the evening to be special. I was touched by his effort to plan something romantic. 2 days before Valentine's Day, Terry texted about a surprise he'd been planning. My friends speculated it might be a proposal, though I tried to manage my expectations. Still, everything pointed in that direction. The fancy restaurant, his recent secretiveness, the hints from his family. Valentine's Day arrived. Terry suggested meeting at the restaurant rather than driving together, explaining he might need to work late but didn't want to delay our reservation. I agreed, excited but nervous about what the evening might bring. I arrived at Bellini's 15 minutes early. The hostess led me to a prominent center table surrounded by other couples. Terry arrived right on time. He ordered champagne immediately and seemed both nervous and excited. Throughout dinner, our conversation flowed naturally, reminiscing about our relationship and discussing future dreams. Everything felt perfect. After our main course, Terry became visibly anxious, checking his pocket discreetly. A nearby couple got engaged, prompting applause throughout the restaurant. Terry watched with a strange intensity, then took a deep breath. My pulse quickened. When dessert arrived, Terry stood up suddenly. "Everyone!" he announced loudly. "I have something important to say." He got down on one knee beside me. Conversations hushed. Phones came out to record what everyone assumed was a proposal. The waitstaff paused, smiling expectantly. Someone whispered, "Oh my God, he's proposing." Terry took my hand in his. He looked into my eyes and said clearly, "I'm done pretending you're worth loving. You're disgusting." The restaurant went completely silent. Terry stood up and continued, "I've wasted 3 years trying to fix you. I'm done." He grabbed his coat and walked out. A waiter approached with our bill, $347. I left the restaurant in shock, unable to process what had happened. At home, I discovered Terry had cleared his belongings from our apartment. All my calls went to voicemail. His social media showed he had blocked me everywhere. 2 days later, I learned from Joel that Terry had been seeing someone named Rita for months. The Valentine's surprise had been planned as his dramatic exit. Joel seemed genuinely shocked by his brother's cruelty, saying he'd had no idea Terry was capable of such behavior. Within a week, videos of my humiliation appeared online. Terry had somehow arranged for someone to record the moment, ensuring maximum public exposure. In his social circles, he was rewriting our history, claiming I had been controlling and manipulative, that his public display was justified retaliation. But Terry thinks I'm destroyed, that I'll hide away in shame forever. He has no idea what's coming. I have a plan that will make him regret the day he decided to break my heart in front of an audience. The rest of the story on the channel. Link below.